I literally have to pay an aerospace engineer. I'm not even kidding. This guy used to work as an aerospace engineer just so that they can get the amount of frames that you should be getting to play Call of Duty.
That's insane.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, boys and girls? We have another Call of Duty video for you guys today. Unbelievable. Call of Duty video 2024, 25. Wow, it's insane. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? It's your boy Flighty bringing us another Call of Duty video. I just said that. I already said that. Ladies and gentlemen, Nade Shot has dropped a huge dime bag and a dozen with this statement here.
Call of Duty has served us up a pile of from a network performance standpoint. They won't invest in better servers, higher tick rate servers. There's no server protections. There's no safeguards to make sure players are having a fair gaming experience. The shame in all this, like the biggest issue that I have with all this is that Black Ops 6 is actually a lot of fun. The game is fun for me to play if it were working properly. The core mechanics of the game are fun. I enjoy the movement. I enjoy the gunplay. I enjoy some parts of the foundation of the game, but I can't play it. I can't enjoy it. There's no integrity. Somebody's cheating, or the network sucks, or the game is broken. I'm certainly not retiring from Black Ops 6, but I definitely will not be playing it every day. I just can't. I don't enjoy it enough to sit here and play it every day. They made a great game, but then they try to save money for their shareholders, for the bottom line, for their business units, their P&L. They think nobody will notice, nobody will care. The times have changed, Call of Duty. We got to wake up.
Call of Duty's performance in the network space as well as the content creator space, just logging on and playing a game seems like a dime and a dozen project. I'm not gonna lie with you guys. It seems like I'm up against the race against time. Is my net code gonna be all right? Am I gonna be able to like not have packet loss during a game? Am I gonna get decent frames with this? It seems like every other map I get like it's a fluctuating thing between 40 and 60 frames. I'm either gaining or losing every single match, and it's different for every single map on top of that. So it's just the most inconsistent pile of garbage there is right now. Now the game itself, the core game, when it does work, it is phenomenal. It is a good game. I kind of disagree with Nade Shot here with that standpoint, but I think Black Ops 6 is a good game. I think they need to put time into the actual engine. They need to put time into the actual net code. Everything about this, more specifically, we can get on the cheaters later, but everything about this just stems from the lack of connectivity issues. And now the game is 100% online. You cannot play campaign offline. You cannot play zombies offline. You cannot even play local play offline. If I'm mistaken on that one, so be it. Call me a liar. It is what it is. But my big issue right now is people are complaining about cosmetics now. It's Call of Duty getting too woke. We just got this unicorn thing, and I have an issue with it, but not for the reason everyone else is talking about. Let's look at this thing. Now, people are saying Call of Duty is getting too crazy with these cosmetics. They're getting insane. Look at all of these other cosmetics. We literally had this EDM thing in Call of Duty Vanguard, right? We had all these things in weird Call of Duty Vanguard. What about this screams realism? They're saying Call of Duty is no longer realistic anymore, and I have a big issue with this. This is not something Nade Shot has said. It's something I've been seeing online, very much so. And to you guys, I think I want to say Call of Duty is not a realistic game anymore. And maybe it was like that in the very beginning, but once we started getting to, you know, Black Ops 2 and that era, it was no longer about realism anymore. People were just having fun with their bacon camos, Element 115 camos, putting it on their ballistas, their DSRs, their Scar H's, the MSMCs, just a whole bunch of other stuff, right? We did not care about realism then, and we sure as hell don't care about realism now. Call of Duty in itself and in its nature is a arcade shooter. It's almost a classic shooter at this point. It's been around for so long. It's had so many titles come out. You'd be hard pressed not to find a Call of Duty you love or like if you are a shooter fan. I'm just gonna say that everybody has that one Call of Duty that they really love and then hates the rest, or loves all the Call of Duties and hates none of them, right? You can dislike a few, but you never really hate them, type thing. But I'm just saying, like, we had Godzilla in Vanguard. Where was this? They're like, this is an actual trailer, by the way. Godzilla was actually in Call of Duty Warzone, free to play version, by the way. There was no hate for that. Oh, this is so cool. Now people are complaining about this unicorn thing and this glowing lizard thing. Like, we didn't have this in Black Ops 4. We didn't have this in Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 came out almost 10 years ago, by the way. We had crazier stuff in Black Ops. We had jetpacks and everything. We had supply with all these crazy animated camels and calling cards. emblem creators back in Black Ops 3. And you're telling me now it's gone too far? Now it's crazy. I think it was crazy back in Black Ops 3, but nobody wanted to listen to that opinion. They said, no, it's just innovative and they're pushing forward. They got to make the game different, But now it's all of a sudden a problem. Let's focus on the real aspect of this, right? They got so many like shop skins and stuff coming out now. It's ridiculous. We have all these problems with cheaters. We have all these problems with connectivity. We have so many problems with just the servers, packet loss, latency, so many things going on in the game right now. The core game is being absolutely undermined. The status quo of what this game can be is being undermined by the performance issues, the network hiccups, right? The actual handicap being put onto this game is the connectivity itself. And I do think skill-based matchmaking has a part to play in this, but I don't think it's as big as a part as everybody's saying. The connectivity issue, I shouldn't be connecting to lobbies in California when I'm in one of the largest network pools in America outside of Florida, California. I'm in New York, right? Huge network pool between here and Toronto, huge network. I'm closer to Toronto. Why am I connecting to servers and other players in Canada that are like on the western seaboard? I shouldn't be connected to some guy in Vancouver because we have the same skill level. I should be connected to people in and around my area. Now the problem is they have the skill-based matchmaking. It's not proximity-based matchmaking. It's skill-based matchmaking, meaning people on the same level as me, also searching for the same game at the same time, trying to fill the same queue. I'm going to match with them. So they could be in Germany, that's happened before. They could be in Mexico, that's happened before. They could be in Brazil, which has also happened before in this COD's lifespan in Black Ops 6. It has happened before. It's insane to me. I should be connecting to other people in Toronto, New York, and in between that, everywhere in between, right? I shouldn't be connecting halfway across the country, halfway across the world to find a game, to find a queue. The player pool is not that small. We saw the Steam charts. We saw the Game Pass charts. The pool is not that small. It is massive. It was actually one of the most played Game Pass games ever. It broke a record. Why am I connecting to someone halfway across the world? I understand it's because of skill-based matchmaking. We can explain that away, right? Cool. Awesome. What happened to the days when you could just connect to somebody online and you get that cool lobby connect thing, that run? You guys remember that in like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2? Chun. It's just like that weird and then you instantly load it into the game. Searching for match. Done, and you're into the game right away. You started loading. Now I gotta wait for the queue. Now I gotta wait for the loading screen. Now I have an animated loading screen. Now I have a pre-match timer, right? Lost connection to host. Update, need to restart. All this bull to get through this. And then on top of that, the game is so poorly optimized on PC, like Nade Shot said here.
I literally have to pay an aerospace engineer. I'm not even kidding. This guy used to work as an aerospace engineer, and he quit his fucking job to do 15 appointments a day from people in the Call of Duty community spending money to have him come in and optimize their PC, update their motherboards, tweak their GPUs and their CPUs, and literally push these PCs as far as they can just so that they can get the amount of frames that you should be getting to play Call of Duty. I mean, they're doing fucking open heart surgery on my PC just to get 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 frames because the game is optimized like shit as well. One of the most contentious points over the last 2 years I've seen in Warzone is having this guy, Artist War, literally downloading 3 different programs on your PC and going into your config files just so that you can hear what's actually happening in the game. And you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. If you don't optimize your audio, you're gonna get fucking slammed. And if you do optimize your audio, then everybody tells you, oh my God, you're fucking cheating, bro. This is an unfair gaming experience. I mean, there is so much that you have to do in order to feel like you're playing a fair game of Call of Duty. And those are just the things that you can control. Call of Duty has served us up a pile of shit from a network performance standpoint. They won't invest in better servers, higher tick rate servers. There's no server protections. There's no safeguards to make sure players are having a fair gaming experience. The shame in all this, like the biggest issue that I have with all this is that Black Ops 6 is actually a lot of fun. The game is fun for me to play if it were working properly. The core mechanics of the game are fun. I enjoy the movement. I enjoy the gunplay. I enjoy some parts of the foundation of the game, but I can't play it. I can't enjoy it. There's no integrity. Somebody's cheating, or the network sucks, or the game is broken. I'm certainly not retiring from Black Ops 6, but I definitely will not be playing it every day. I just can't. I don't enjoy it enough to sit here and play it every day. They made a great game, but then they try to save money for their shareholders, for the bottom line, for their business units, their P&L. They think nobody will notice, nobody will care. The times have changed, Call of Duty. We got to wake up.
I'm talking about. Whatever. But if you took any coding classes, maybe like a Raspberry Pi class might be easier for you, maybe a Python learning class. It's kind of, you kind of understand how these things work, especially when you're working with pointers and other things. Maybe not more so with audio, but more so like optimization factors, if then this factors inside your PC. You'd be able to optimize it yourself. But the fact that these Call of Duty YouTubers are hiring people out so that they can get the most out of their PCs while they're streaming, while they're recording, is insane to me. No longer can you just open up a game and have it play and it just be all right. Right now we need to get all these other things. We got to optimize shaders. We got to restart after update. All this stuff, all these bells and whistles that come with the game. It's just not streamlined. It's got to be more streamlined. It's insane. It's like half these people become like computer science nerds when a Call of Duty update goes live, right? It's insane. I did all this audio tweaking myself, and when I'm playing Prop Hunt, like, I don't know if you guys know the audio, but in Prop Hunt multiplayer on console, it's horrible. The whistles will sound really close to you, but they're actually far away. On PC, when I play Prop Hunt, I'm absolutely like the best prop finder in the world. Like, I feel like I'm like top 1% in the world, but just because I fixed my audio. Now, that's not really fair to the other person playing on an Xbox Series S or maybe a PlayStation 5, right? They can't really do that at all, so it automatically puts them at a disadvantage. Even though they paid the same price of the game that I did, and I just happen to be a little bit more tech savvy, that's not really fair in my mind. But because the tools and options are there for me, I get a better performance. Okay, you can say that that's the case, but when it comes to specifically selling these audio logs and audio packs to just PC players, I think is a dime a dozen difference. That is insane to me. It's an insane narrative. Clearly, they care more about the cosmetics in the shop, and that's the problem I have with this unicorn one. Not that it's making Call of Duty unrealistic. Nobody cares if Call of Duty's unrealistic. It's a wartime simulator arcade shooter, right? There's nothing real about this game. We didn't actually go to war where Black Ops 6 and we're going to war. We didn't actually do any of that, right? We didn't assassinate, JFK or all these other, you know what I'm saying? Just crazy stuff like that happened in the campaign. We didn't actually do any of that. We're not covert Black Ops secret agents, right? Unless they know something we don't know. Maybe they know and we don't admit that did happen. Who knows, right? But it's an arcade shooter, and I feel like they're paying more attention to the cosmetics at hand than they actually are about the performance of the game, if you will. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm going insane, guys. Has my brain been so fried because I've been playing this Black Ops 6 event? Oh, also, I logged on to the new event in Black Ops 6 today, and apparently I already completed it. All right, I wanted to grind it, but okay, yeah, I'm not going to complain. I got the new sniper already. I love it. You guys are watching the gameplay of it. I'll see you all in the next one. Subscribe if you're brand new, and I'm out of here.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move